Hello, I'm John Montgomery. I'm working with Cecil and looking at this house. This house has actually been through a fire. Nobody's living in this. This is what you would really call an extreme handyman special. It is a 3 bedroom with 2.5 baths, just under 1,000 square feet, but it's got a lot of potential. You would pick this up pretty much for a song, and you would literally just tear this off. You can see that the entire underneath here is where the fire was. The fire was in the laundry room, um, and then it just came all the way across this side of the house. The fire itself really didn't get into the structure except for smoke. So the tear off really is just on this side. There might be a little bit of the inside joists that need to be replaced, but for the most part, they seem to be in good shape. The stuff out here will tear off very quickly. And then you're talking about replacing 2x6s, and a great deal of them. But again, 2x6s and replacing 2x6s is very quick and very, very inexpensive. In this part of the house, this is actually a drive-through or a carport, but to expand the house, since it's 1,000 square feet, I would literally think that you may want to enclose this area and have it come in as living space. You're looking at adding another maybe 300 square feet by enclosing this into the house. And because you would have open area, you could put it under air very quickly, just making this another living room or another bedroom to the house. Let's take a look inside. And you'll see that it needs help, but it is not what I would call a disaster. Most of the mess is outside. The holes in the ceiling, the fire department used to just make sure that the fire was out as it went through. And that's just a patch of sealing and cleaning it up. Even the drywall in here, as I'm in here, you can see the smoke, but it is not a bad smell in this house. You would want to replace all the windows. Lots of them were broken out during the fire. This is the living room, and then back there are 3 bedrooms. And what the fire department did is they got up in here to see whether or not the fire had spread. And you have some smoke damage up here, but you don't have structural damage up in here. So again, the structural damage is outside. You'd probably tear off the ceiling in here just to, it's easier, faster, and cheaper to tear it off and put new on than it is to try and make it look pretty the other direction. There had to have been some heat in here, but it doesn't seem to be bad. There is not an air conditioning system in the house. That's not opening. Full bathroom here. Probably needs a little work. It definitely needs cleaning. Again, they just broke right through the windows in the bath. First bedroom. Again, nothing wrong with the inside of this house. You want to replace your doors, but again, very inexpensive replacements. The second bedroom, and then the master is back here. The master has a half bath. Again, it's more cleaning up in the house. There's a laminate floor in the house. You pull that up and put a new laminate down, or tile it. You tile it, you never ever replace it again.
Just show the bathroom in here.
And this is just a little half bath in the master.
John, about how much do you think for an investor coming in they're looking at for repairs?
I would say somewhere in the 15 to maybe 18, based on how expensive your labor is.
Right.
It's more labor than it is materials in this house.
And John, just give them a approximate number. We were talking about the wood outside, the 2x6.
The 2x6s, each of your 2x6s is somewhere between $18 and $25. So again, it's very cheap. They had initially used tongue and groove. That's what was used as your sheeting. You would not use that anymore. You would use, 4x8 tongue and groove. And the 4x8 sheets are very inexpensive. They're under 25 a piece. And then you just cover both sides. So, yeah, the roof decking has changed a lot in the last 20
And
years.
what was the, do you know when it was built, John?
No, I don't.
Okay.
From looking at it, it was built in the 60s.
Yeah. And now, I know it's more trash in here than anything else.
Really is.
It's a block frame. So if they don't know about block, that's cement frame. So, there's not much damage. It's the wood that went up in flames and smoke. And once again, a lot of this, once it's cleaned up, it's a much, much better look. But John, when you talk about like the after repair value of this house, if it's kept this way versus extending it like you said, what are we looking at for after repair value like it is? And then also after repair value if we made more square footage in here?
Well, again, that's an easy one. Inside this house, as it is probably worth 55, 60,000. Increasing that carport into livable space would be very inexpensive. I mean, putting in a back wall and a front wall and a window in both and a door leading out to the backyard probably wouldn't increase your repair costs more than $2,000. But you would probably be able to get another 6 or 7 in price. So to me, it's an easy win to do that. Again, there's not a lot that needs to be done. It's just tearing it down and putting it back up.
And for someone who's looking at it that says, I would love to get into the business, do you guys offer any help for us, any consulting? Could we, if you want to just explain on that too, how we would even come in and consult on projects with other investors also?
Well, and we've got people that we work with that can get out and actually do the work for you. You can bring in your own people if you want. And then from us, our consulting service basically just helps you step by step so you don't miss anything, and just to make sure it's nice and easy for you to get into the house, know what you need to do structurally, and then how to close this thing up, and even to the point of finding you a buyer if we need to on the other end.
Yeah, but John, I think that this would be a great investment for that person who is looking for to do a buy and hold strategy. This is the area, not the highest area. It's probably more of a C or D class area if you were comparing it to multifamily housing. But one of the things about it that I love is that you could even put a Section 8 tenant in here.
Yes, you could.
And receive, what do we pay for 3-4 bedrooms down here? But that money's guaranteed.
Correct. And doing the housing that direction, you're paid, they are paid through the government. So you get your money every single month in this. And you're looking at probably $800 or $900 a month for rent in a house like this.
And then if they did want to sell it, John, you're also a licensed real estate agent as well, and you can help them out with that, right?
That is correct. That is correct.
All right, guys, so if you have any questions, concerned, there'll be some information on below the video, which you can contact us, and we're finding these all the time. So if this one's not the one for you, definitely get on to our buyers list and come see what we're doing. We have a membership service, a concierge service to help you every step of the way. This is Cecil Jones signing off with John Montgomery from Jones Capital Group. We'll see you on the next one.